Long walk and talk. So I got bulbs in here, bulbs all the way down along here to the bucket there, and with more bulbs than that. I've got 3 rows early planted in this little section here of beets. Oh lordy. That's my potentilla. Let me get around here. I think I'm going to reseed this with more wildflowers. There's a few odds and ends coming up from last year. I'm going to be building a fence. I'm just putting up a net similar to this one to keep out the rabbits. My garlic is coming up like stink. This morning I was going to dig this up and plant something, and look what I found. Underneath here, look, see that? There's little things coming up. You know what this is? This is the 2nd year growth of the snowball flower plant I put in here last year that never got to flower. It just made a shrub about 18 inches tall and then dried up when the frost hit. But it looks like it's coming back with these new little guys here. Aren't those cute? Okay, garlic. The little clump of chives is coming back. It's over a foot tall now. This will be, right now it's full of peas for an early fixing of nitrogen. The rose bush that the rabbits completely cleaned all the flowers off is coming back like crazy. Look at that. I'm going to have lots of flowers on this one this year. The rhubarb's exploding already. Look at the size of this thing. I've put in some snap peas here, my favorite for just grabbing, or snow peas. You just grab them and eat them when they come up. I have to get the fence up before the rabbits come around. Last year they caught all the peas. Some spinach already here. That's actually transplanted from Al's garden. It survived the winter and came up on its own. There's a couple of kales in there too. And this is planted up with peas. The 3 rows is 1 of beets, 1 of onion, and 1 of carrots. I'm kind of early planting there. If it freezes and dies, I'll just replant it. The raspberries. Oh, look at the raspberry bushes. I'm going to have berries this year. Look at the leaves coming out on these now. And the one at the end here even has suckers coming out. I'm going to have the path start about here. There, where my hand is. So I'll let these suckers live. Maybe have 2 rows of raspberries so you can walk around. The whole works. The potentilla is coming back quick. I found this all dried up in a vacant lot and figured I'd try and save it. And it's coming out in all sorts of little leaves. I actually have a strawberry from last year. Now, it put out 1 little berry, but some critter must have got it. I stuck 4 nasturtiums. Oh, look at this. He's dug a hole. He might have eaten the seed even. Whether or not this, you can never tell with the squirrel whether he's dug a hole just for the hell of it, because he's curious, or if he's actually dug something up and taken it. So there may be a seed in there or not. I don't know. I put 4 in just to see if they'll grow there. This is my bird feeding station. And the blueberry, the one in the shell, has come back like crazy. Look at the buds coming out on this. There. See the buds on that? The second blueberry, much smaller, got all the leaves eaten off by the rabbits. It's got a couple of little buds way down there. Right there, you can see a couple down there, but not too much. It's still green, so I'm hoping it'll come back. This section went completely to weeds because it wasn't tended, so I have to recover it with cardboard and mulch, which I found 6 blocks away. It's a tough haul with this big wheelbarrow. You can see the wheelbarrow up here. There. But I can do about 1 load a day, maybe 2 on a good day. That right there is my arugula harvest from last year. I'm going to bury it in one of these beds somewhere and grow a whole new crop. This part probably put in a little patch of grass to lie in the summer, and the rest will be a big circle of flowers. And up in this area, big crops like, I don't know, potatoes and beans and stuff like that. I've actually got 2 rows already planted with peas and beans, and we'll see what else. The bed, I've just built a new bed up here. Another barrel with flower bulbs. Oh, my past cap berry, this thing. Look at the size of the leaves, how fast this thing's coming to life. It loves this spot, I think. It's done so well. It's going to have berries maybe even this year. They say it takes 2 or 3 years to get berries. The other bush I had was a goji, and I've given up on it. It was just 2 little twigs. It was completely dead. And this bed I just built in the last few days. I'm probably going to fill it with herbs. And then we get up to the good stuff, where the sun's the best, up at the back here. I've got a strawberry bed. These are mostly from last year. There's 2 in there Al gave me this spring. See, I can't see what I'm doing. I'm just doing this by feel. Hope that shows you the works. And all these berries are ones that made it from last year. The garden Al had to leave, so he gave me some and I planted them in here. And already, look how rich and green and dark these leaves are here. Ooh, juicy. And actually, here we go, we got a flower right there. I'll probably put broccolis in this little section. Some of them are right there. And these are more of my tomato seedlings and pepper seedlings. And this is a makeshift greenhouse. I let her down at night and it keeps it warm overnight so it doesn't, in case there's frost. But at this point it looks like I'll be safe. And these will be full of tomatoes later. That's where a lot of those tomatoes will be spread into these. And where I'm standing, there's room for 3 more beds right here. If I can get that junk moved. It's chained in and locked up by one of the tenants who is a workman. There's my new drain setup. There's your eaves trough. Let me get back up here. And ideally I'll have a big platform there and one of those big 4x4x4 foot water containers, and take a joint out up there and connect it in here. But I have to make this place a big success so the owner doesn't mind me doing things like alterations. For now I'm going to go ahead and keep this bucket and maybe make a little drainway across so it'll feed the top part of the field here. It comes like stink out of there when it rains. There's actually a strawberry that survived here, but I may dig all this up and just make flower beds. So far nothing's done too well. There's your strawberry right there. And this is fencing I'll be using for trellises and such, probably for tomatoes to climb. And my junkyard, this is where I store stuff. That's it. It's May 6th and it's work in progress.